Look at how beautiful these stones are. They're just 8mm beads. They're tiny. They're like the size of a chickpea, but when you get them up close, look at that. Two different types of jasper. I believe this is red jasper, and this is some other kind of like dragon skin or something jasper. It's one of the coolest stones. Comes in like 100 different varieties or more. Anyway, this is square 18 gauge wire, and I've used it a few times to wrap a large stone, but let's just see how it holds up just building its own framework for a piece. So I'm just gonna have fun here. I'm just gonna take a little more than a foot. This is maybe 16, 17 inches, so it's maybe 35 centimeters. For you guys in centimeter land who use your little teeny itty bitty cutie centimeters compared to our big powerful inches. That's okay. I won't tease you. All right, let's see. What kind of structure should we make? I like the wood grain, but this looks better on black. All right, well, let's kind of make a loop. That'll be our top part. And oh, it's already like stronger. I feel like it's holding its shape better than regular round wire. And let's just go with the traditional little leaf shape to start. Whoa. So we'll bend this like that. Have it wrap around there to anchor it. Pretty, right? Cool. Pretty cool. We can double it up or make it, you know, a little fancier like that. Come around here. You can do the same on this side, but that's like, it bores me when it's like too symmetrical. So let's do a little S curve in there. I'm telling you, this square wire is really easy to work with. It feels good on your, as you're moving it around. It holds its shape well. It holds its structure well. All right, so I'm going to wrap around there again. And I'm just going to finish this off. We'll just scarf it because I wanted to make a nice scarf, and I have just enough wire left to do that. So just come in just enough to tuck that around right there and make it, tuck it in to that little bowl made by the scarf. Just pinch that guy in. Boom, he's gone. That's strong. This is pretty strong. It's cool. It looks like almost like there's a stone in there, but there's not. And this one, we could wrap that one too, but let's make a swirl. Let's see how a square swirl looks by itself without a stone. Already, it's like, I should have been using square wire since forever. It costs a little more, but every movement just feels so good. All the issues you have with round wire, the bounciness, the way it slides all over the place, you don't get that with this. It just stays where you put it. Look at that. It's fun already. Now, this is actually pretty strong. Like, I could sell it like this and someone would buy it and they would have no issues with it, but obviously I want it to be more interesting and stronger. Should I do something with this guy, kind of make him more interesting so he doesn't just mirror the other one? Let's see. Too late, I'm doing it. Let's see if it comes out. See, even those curves, see how I bent it like that? It didn't come out in a sharp corner. It came out in like a smooth, ocean, curvy type thing. Love it. Look at that. I'll just bend it a little bit more. Bend that one a little bit more. That's cool. Now move this one out of the way so they're not like on top of each other. All right. That's a cool shape. Liking that. Just accentuate that curve a little more. Yeah. All right. Let's kind of make it a little 3D. Make it kind of convex. Make it kind of fold out like it's a cabochon, like there's an invisible cabochon underneath it. Right? Cool. That way it kind of lays flat on the chest too when it's being worn. Let's thread some pretty stones in there. Should we put in the ones we were just looking at? They're rolling all over the table now. Oh yeah. They would look good in it. Yeah, can you guys really see it? Check that out. Right? Are you feeling that? Yeah. Let's pick a few more small ones to go with it. How do you like that? Are those cool? Think those will work well? I agree. Now we're going to use 22 gauge regular round wire, same color though, antique copper, to thread in the rest of it. And This 22 gauge is nice because it's thin enough to do some threading and some tightening and some strengthening. It's not really strong enough to hold its own structure, but it's not as flimsy as like the really thin ones that are made for more weaving and stuff. It still can hold a little bit of structure within a larger structure. So if that makes any sense, let's take about 2 feet. And this when I don't really have a plan, this is the easiest thing to do. You just come up to the top here and you just bring, you get the middle of your wire and just wrap your thin wire right into the scarf that's already there. You can just wrap it once or twice to anchor it. I'm going to do twice because it looks like might want to squeeze out a little bit. In fact, let's go up higher. Let's go up where high in the sky. Let's go up here so we're actually wrapping it around this part here, getting that a little bit tighter. I like that idea. Okay. Now these two arms are just like, it's like a bug, like antennae. It can reach out and touch you with its feelers. But now we can thread each of these through anywhere we want, put stones anywhere we want, because we're amazing. Actually, I'm going to do this thing. I'm going to do this thing where I put them together because that makes them extra cool. You get them together like this. So get them together like this, give a couple twists, and then now you can do really fun stuff because it just, no matter what you do, it looks cool. I don't like how it's coming out like that. So let's come around the back. Surprise people by showing up right there. Ooh, yeah. Look, we surprised you. We're coming down from the top. And put our first new stone in there. Now you get it where you want it. And then you take these two like this and you wrap them around the stone. Trying to figure out how to do this without it being too difficult or awkward. I guess we'll just pull it around the front there and just wrap it in like that. Okay, pull it tight and he's in now immediately, because again this wire can hold a little structure but it's not that strong because it's 22 gauge. Immediately we're gonna come around here and anchor it onto the side there. Ooh, and look, it immediately looks pretty, like the two strands separating right there. So put a little tiny stone there. It's a little dark purple, and now we'll hold it right where we want it. Watch this. Thread it through here, right? And be careful you don't get a kink. I'm gonna get it through smoothly, okay? So I'm gonna come all the way around, all the way through there. See how the wire, you wanna pull it smooth. You're gonna pull it from both sides, pull it smooth, pull it tight, but don't let a kink get in there. And then sometimes you gotta get your pliers and then just kind of roll it, just kind of pull it a little tighter. Okay, now that's cool. But do I want the little bead to hang all the way down there? I want it to be suspended kind of right there. So now I take this wire and, you know what? I think he's cool like that. I'll just leave him. And should we do another purple? This is so fun. I don't even know what to, yeah, let's do another purple. But let's keep this one up higher like this. So do this little wrappy doodle like that. So he keeps his spot right there. But we'll still wrap him down like that. And see, all this threading adds beauty and tapestry, but it also adds strength to the piece. So it's like win-win. I kind of like how that's just wrapping around there. Like everything looks pretty today. This is just so fun. And like I had no idea what I was going to do. I just said, let me try some square wire without a big stone. That was the only thing I said to myself. And here we are, like just enjoying this moment. Look at that. Let's get that a little evenly spaced. There we go. Oh, what do we do next? So many possibilities. Come down here and put another stone. I feel like this wants to go right there, so I'm gonna wrap that right there. Sometimes just follow where the wire's going, because that'll give you the most natural curves and the most natural just symmetry. So that wire just felt like it wanted to weave right in there with a little curve, and so I let it go where it wanted to. Now this one feels like definitely needs one of those big stones. So which one? I think definitely the red one, right? And we'll try to get it to float right in the middle there. So it was nice separating these two guys. It was kind of cool for a minute, but I really wanted to keep them together so that they could do like cool stuff, cool patterns together. So I'm gonna thread him right through like that so he can meet his buddy and they can hook up to do some more fun stuff together. And they're hooked up now. I could make that tighter, but I just kind of like the curve of it, so I'm gonna leave it. And let's move them both up here. Ooh, one of them is way longer now. We must have used up a lot of one, not the other. That's okay. Totally cool. Everything's cool. Whoa, look at that bright turquoisey color right in there. That really looks cool. Let's see, we'll get them down in there and we'll anchor them right to this part. There we go. Let's get it tight in there. Now this wire is shot, so I'm just going to wrap them one more time, then make them into a cute little curly Q. And there we go. Where do we put him? Put him right there for now. I'm not sure where I'm going to keep him. This one, what do we do with him? Let's wrap him around this turquoise one to just anchor the turquoise a little better and anchor everything a little better. That's cool. I like that. And now what do we do? It's got a nice open airy feeling. I don't want to do too much more and take away from that. Kind of need a stone right there, like a little one. Let's see what color would go well with the rest of these. A little tiger's eye? Yeah, right. That's cool, but let's try this blue soda light. Ah, no, that's kind of richer. Either one would have worked, but let's do this guy. So we'll just right through here. Okay, it looks good. It's not the strongest, especially this giant bead just kind of hovering. It'll keep its spot and it spins cool, but it could use more strength. So we can come down here and support it better. See if we can get a cool curve out of that too. Okay, I did this off camera, but I went around and wrapped it really tight twice there, and that was a bit of a struggle getting it through and getting it tight and pulling it tight without yanking this all out of place. So I went slow and careful, but you can do it, and it's fun. I'm just seeing all these little spots right here. I just want to tweak, but yeah, I'm liking this. And should I come across? Yeah, that's a cool, right? Got these cool scallopy loopy, not loops, but like curves coming all over the place. It's like a tapestry of curves. So I can come down here and wrap around this bottom loop. And it gives me one more curve right there. It also strengthens this stone again from another angle. So at least it's not completely at the whim of whoever's wearing it, bumping into somebody they're hugging and yanking it out of place. So look, we're left with this much wire. We can always add another piece of wire, of course. And I don't like how that's a little lumpy. I want that to be a nice curve as best as I can. Okay, so let's see. You would think to make a nice curve you'd take your round nose pliers, but nope. When you really want to flatten out a lumpy part, the flat nose, the needle nose pliers are best. Trust me, most of the time. All right, so this is much stronger now. Still has a cool convex look. This guy's pretty much done. We'll go around one more time, and then we'll do a curly Q for him and put it in somewhere. Here we go. Kind of fits in nicely there. Kind of mirrors the others. Let's see. It'll hang like that. Are we done? Or do we want to put like one or two more stones? Another piece of wire. It's strong, but it's still like a good smush from a really terrible hugger or somebody who drops it, or if it gets yanked. It's not as strong as I would like it to be. Let's put one more piece of wire, put a few more stones. This time we'll anchor it from the bottom, because this is the area we want to fill up before we do anything else. So we'll just put it right where the other one was and give it a couple wraps, just like before. Again, we'll bring it behind the back here where you can't see and give it a couple twists. We want to get these guys together to start out. See if we can keep them together this time and not get too excited about separating them. So we're coming out here, and definitely want to put in that one, or finally do the tiger's eye. These blue-green stones are just winning me over. I love me a good tiger's eye, but these just look so... Oh, is that too much blue-green in there? Let's try the tiger's eye. Tiger's eye once. Well, either one will work, but I feel like that dark blue-green is just a tiny bit more better for some reason. So I've been trying to do this before. I think I'm going to wrap these two right here, and kind of bend that like that, and come around the stone. Actually, we can do it out here like this. We can separate it from the whole tapestry, make it easier. Let's come around the stone like that. See if that works once we put it back. Oh, it kind of works. Couldn't make it a lot tighter, but okay, there we go. That works for me. Wrap these two guys around here. Ooh, now they can get like a cool curve coming across. Try not to make it too busy, but I feel like this is kind of cool, and it's going to hold that purple one more, maybe, where we want it. Separate the two purple ones. Come across here. Get a nice curve. Come on, curve together, guys. That's cool, right? I like that. Come on, purple, move. Or maybe separate them? Nah. I normally wouldn't do a curve that wide, but I think we can get it to work. If it was really thin gauge, it would be risky. It would be like flimsy, but this is 22. It's got a little bit of strength. All right, we're gonna hold it tight and come around, and did we do it? I think so. Now, you want to get it in tight, and then afterwards you can go back and separate them a little bit to get that cool effect, like they're separate, but they're coming together. We want them both a little bit down there, so the purple is, there we go, put the purple on top. Cool. Let's pinch it more right there. Cool. Yeah, baby. And we're just gonna put it through here. Ooh, gotta be careful, you're putting it through the right spot. Ugh, it's so bouncy. This copper is a lot better than some of the silver in the past, but still not as amazing as that square wire feel. Some of you might say, well, why don't you get square wire for the 22 gauge too? I don't know, I never tried it, but I have a feeling square wire on top of square wire will kind of, it'll be kind of, what's the word? It'll kind of scratch and grab, and it won't slide along as smoothly, but you never know. Anyway, I think I'm going to wrap these kind of diagonal around there as I come down, maybe all the way down. Just kind of strengthen that whole area and give it like a cool look like that. Maybe, or maybe I'll do something else here. Yeah, that's a cool look, right? Should we just keep diagonaling down? And then that'll strengthen all the little areas. You got to be tricky to get the smoothness just right. You don't want to pull it too tight, but you don't want to have it loose either, and you want them to stay side by side. Yeah, that's cool. Okay, what do we need right here? One tiny more little purple bead, right? I agree. Bam. All right, are we done? Anything else? Do we need anything else? that be too much? Nah, that'll be just right. And we'll wrap it up and end it. Just scarf it right around the bottom loop. So easy. Kind of cover up some of the little less pretty scarfing from earlier. And just wrap it around and around till we can tuck the two little tabs. I like tucking them in the back better sometimes. Helps hide a little bit more sometimes. Sometimes it just doesn't matter. You just tuck it wherever. Get those two little tabs in. Boom. Tuck them down. Bam. They're in. They're never coming out. They're never going to scratch anyone. All right, how's that? I think that's good. I think we're done. We still got our concaveness. Just kind of mold it, shape it, make sure there's no loose areas. It's pretty tight. It's pretty strong. Just kind of form it a little bit more. Get it a little bit more. A little bit more to a long elongated fish shape instead of a fatter shape. There we go. And oh yeah, I like that. I like that. I like it. Let's put a couple jump rings. Should we turn this? Turn it like that. Put the chain through it. That'd be cool. Or should we turn it back? Just put some jump rings in there. I kind of like that idea too. Maybe make it a little wider, a little fatter.